Make a simple no-knead bread with me.
Okay, I am making my easy no-knead bread. I'm going to use 3 cups of bread flour. You can use all-purpose flour if you want to. And I'm going to make a mess probably. Okay, so we got 1 cup. And this is literally 3 ingredients, maybe 4. 2 cups. Let me move that hair out of the way. And 1 more cup. This bread tastes amazing. I am making this one because I'm going to have some clams, and I'm going to make a yummy clam in like a lemon broth with cream, and I cannot wait to make that. So I need something to dip, right? So 3 cups of bread flour. Then I'm going to add in just under a table. Oh, that's a tablespoon. No wonder it was salty last time. We're going to do a teaspoon. Well, there we go. There's our salt. I like using the big salt because I like having like little salty pieces throughout my bread. I just love the big salt. We're using fast rising yeast. And that is because we don't have to wait hours. We don't have to knead this dough. We are just dumping this right into the flour. And then I'm using warm water, not hot, not cold. This is 1.3 cups of water. So we're going to pour that in here. And then we're going to stir. And I've actually never used a silicone spoon with this recipe. So we're going to do it and see how it works out. So what this dough is going to be is going to turn into like a shaggy dough. And I don't really need to touch it except whenever it's all incorporated to kind of make sure it's formed and pinched into a ball. And this is what we got. You can see it's changing already. If it doesn't get shaggy enough, or if it's too wet, too dry, you just either add a little bit more flour or a little bit more water. But you see how it looks shaggy? This is great. And then after I get this all incorporated, all I have to do is shape it and let it sit. Let it sit a half hour, 45 minutes. You can even let it sit out for a half hour on the counter if it's warm. And then after it rises, you can put this in the refrigerator and get it out tomorrow. And that actually increases the flavor of the bread if you let it sit another day. Oh, it feels amazing. Love the feeling. So you can see that. Okay, so I'm just going to just sort of make sure I get all that other flour incorporated, and I'm going to start shaping it into the ball. And I'm going to take a little bit of flour because it's a little sticky, you can see. So a little bit of flour around in the pan just to make sure nothing's going to stick. But I just want to, and then like, see how it's like this? You can actually, I can give it a couple squeezes if I want to, but you can bring it and pinch it like so on the bottom. And this is going to be the bottom, so it doesn't have to be pretty, but you just want to get it kind of like that. And then I just take it and put it like that. So here we go. This is going to sit now for a half hour, 45 minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to preheat the oven to 450 degrees, and then we're going to also pop the Dutch oven into the oven with the lid on for at least 30 minutes. Then we're going to come back and do the next steps. Okay, so I am out of parchment paper, but that's okay, because what we're going to do is we're going to make a little lift. So I'm going to put this in the pot, put my dough in here, and that way when it is all done and baked, I can easily remove my loaf. Before I put my raw dough on this, I'm going to grease it up with Crisco, and that way my bread is not baking into this and it's not sticking. And this little sling works very well. If you don't have parchment paper, just use foil. Okay, so got that made. And now I'm going to just put this into the oven with the lid on, 450 degrees for the next 30 minutes at least while the dough is rising. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Okay, so the bread's getting ready to go in, and I'm going to put this pan of water in the bottom. That helps keep it moist. This is 450 degrees. Do not touch this. Remove your lid. Hopefully nothing melts. It's really, really, really hot. Then we're going to put this in. That's our sling. Hot. And you can go ahead and put a little bit of flour on your hands. And you see how it like doubled in size, right? So I'm just going to scoop this up. And just pick it up. Oh, my fingernail. Scooping it up. Oh, it feels so good. Alright, scooping it up and plopping it down, okay? And then you can always, if you want to, you can like take a knife and score the top. You don't have to. I never really do. Now we're going to put the lid back on. And this is going back in the oven for 30 minutes with the lid on. Okay. So this is going back in for 10 to 15 more minutes. Okay, bread out of the oven, sounding hollow. I'm going to take its temperature. But first, get yourself a digital thermometer. This one's magnetic and I keep it hanging on the fridge. It is amazing. I'm going to push this back. Oh, I misburned my finger. Back out of the way. And we're going to lift it out using the sling. It's hot. But look how easy that came out. See what I said? So, hollow sounding. Hear that? And then we're going to take this and put it into the bread. And we want, that is great. I wanted 205. We're at around 209. So the bread is definitely done and really good. So that was 30 minutes in the Dutch oven with the lid on, 10 minutes with the lid off. And you can see we got this beautiful artisan looking, very hot bread. I'm going to let this cool for about, maybe about a half hour, maybe a little less. And then I'll cut it open and show you what it looks like inside. Yum. This is going to go great with my
And that's how
clams
you
and
make
shrimp
easy,
tonight.
no-knead bread. Easy, simple ingredients, simple recipe to follow, and consistently delicious every time. Listen to that crunch. If you want to make it, save this video for later and follow along. And don't forget, give this video a like, share, and follow for more.